Hi guys.
Hello.
Thought we'd give you another update. I know that's 2 in a day. Sorry about that. So our flights are now cancelled for good. And from what we're reading from some of the other travellers, we're quite lucky we didn't manage to get a flight to Dubai today, because it seems like people are now stranded, like Tom Hanks in the terminal, at Dubai, because they've arrived in Dubai and there are no flights from Dubai going home.
And they're not allowed out the terminal.
Yeah. And it's like 20 quid if you want a shower and £25 for 2 beers. So at least we have a shower here. And at the moment, we can still get beers. Phoned my mum, well, WhatsApped my mum this morning. She phoned the Emirates London office because I couldn't get through to the Philippines office. It didn't even ring, it just kept cutting off. And the lady she spoke to there said, basically, you can't rebook your flights. What it says on our app now is, please call us to rebook this flight. But you can't rebook the flight, there are no flights, and we should just apply for a travel voucher to rebook at a later date. Which doesn't really help us if we don't know what flights are going to be available at a later date. The embassy here phoned me, finally, actually spoke to a human being, and she said that she's very, very sorry and it's very difficult for them as well, and please bear with them, there's not much they can do. So now we need everybody to put pressure on anybody they can, media,
MPs, Foreign Office, anybody.
You know, if they can fly people home from Peru, they can fly people home from here. Again, we're the lucky ones because we're here. There are people who have been told to leave their hotels in the provinces because they'll be on a sweeper flight to then get their international flight. Their international flight is then closed and they are stuck literally with nowhere to stay because the accommodations have been closed down and they're not allowed to take new people in. So there are people out here stuck with nowhere to stay. There are people out here in some of the provinces. I had one girl tell me that she'd had some sort of racist abuse on the other foot now from the locals saying, oh, you foreigners coming over here, you're the ones that have brought the coronavirus over here. Don't know how true it is, obviously only got her word for that, but things could get pretty dicey here. They have been talking about martial law, so you won't be able to leave the house because the soldiers will just tell you to go home again in the nicest possible way, I'm sure. Tomorrow morning we're going to try and see if somebody at the hotel here can take us to a pharmacy and see if we can get some of our prescription medicine. I mean, Stu's on a lot of blood pressure medicine, some diabetes medicine, I'm on insulin, thyroxine, some blood pressure medication. I'm not overly worried at the moment about if I can get my Betchet's medicine, because if I can't, then I can't. I'll just have to deal with the flares as they come up. But so tomorrow morning we're going to see if we can get some. I don't know how expensive that's going to be, because obviously that's going to cost money because you have to buy the medicine here. I have emailed the insurance company, no reply for them as yet. That's it really. So if anybody can share around the video, if you can get anyone, if you know anyone in local government or even main government, who
central
can
government,
put pressure on.
Local government won't help.
Well, that's you, isn't it? If they can put pressure on.
Yep, and get it out into the wider mainstream media, maybe.
Yeah.
MPs, Foreign Office, anyone you can think of, message them, tweet them, email them.
I have been tweeting things like This Morning and, you know, the BBC morning programme, that for a while now, and not had any bites or pickups on it. Anyway, that's it for now.
Be safe and be well.
Yeah, try not to be too sort of sad and cry. I did have a little boo on the phone to my mum earlier, but
yeah, we're okay.
Stiff upper lip and all that. All right, love everybody. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.